Suspense, Roma Wines are bringing you Robert Mitchum in Death at Live Oak. Roma Wines' presentation tonight in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Between the acts of Suspense, this is Truman Bradley for Roma Wines. When you share Roma wine with family or friends, you enjoy fuller bouquet, richer body, and better taste. Yes, Roma wine gives you more enjoyment for your money, an extra dividend of taste pleasure in every sip. To make absolutely sure that Roma wines taste better, Roma selects from California's choicest grapes. Then, with centuries-old skill and wine-making resources unmatched in America, Roma master vintners guide this grape treasure unhurriedly to tempting taste perfection. These choice wines are placed with mellow Roma wines of years before. And from these reserves, the world's greatest reserves of fine wines, Roma later selects for your pleasure. Tomorrow night with dinner, enjoy the superiority, the better taste of Roma California Burgundy or Sauterne. Discover for yourself why more Americans enjoy Roma than any other wine. That's R-O-M-A, Roma. Your best buy in good taste.
And now, Roma Wines bring back to our Hollywood soundstage Robert Mitchum as David Sutherland, with Mary Jane Croft as Diana Blake in Death at Live Oak, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
I left Diana and went directly out to the airport. I loosened the screws around the cowling of the instrument panel of my airplane. Then I took my parachute home and soaked it thoroughly in a wash tub full of black dye. The shrouds and the silk came out dull black, just right. As it began to grow dark, I felt a tremendous desire to be with Diana, at least to talk with her. I realized how much she was coming to mean to me, but I stifled my urge to call her. If I could be apart from Diana this one night, I could be with her the rest of my life. I drove back into San Francisco to the Park Row Hotel. As I walked in, I turned my hat brim down in the way Diana had told me Rex Melville wore his. I prepared to speak more precisely to try out my impersonation of the man I was about to murder.
Good evening, Mr. Melville.
Good evening. May I have the key to 518, please?
Certainly, Mr. Melville. You weren't gone very long, sir?
No, not long. Is there any mail in my box?
Well, I just gave you your mail, sir, when you went out.
Oh, of course. I'd forgotten. Thank you. I went on up and unlocked the door to Rex Melville's room. Empty. And in a rather slovenly state of disorder. I made it a point to touch everything in the room, the light switches, the water faucets, the drawer handles. I wanted to leave plenty of my fingerprints in case I should need to prove later on that I, the future Rex Melville, had occupied this room. And I left. But I didn't go back to Palo Alto. I just walked the streets of San Francisco until dawn.
Who is it?
David.
Just a moment.
Oh, Diana.
Oh, David. I thought the morning would never come. Rex just left a few seconds ago.
I know. I've been watching for him outside.
He didn't see you?
No. How is it? How about tonight?
We're all set. It wasn't easy, but I convinced him. He'll meet you at the Palo Alto airport at 9.
Perfect.
I took his billfold out of his coat pocket. Here. His signature's on the traveler's check.
Good. This is just what I needed.
Oh, David. When will it be over?
Before midnight. I'll be back with you by this time tomorrow morning.
Be careful.
Do you know something? I've never kissed you.
Oh, my darling. Forgive me. I didn't blot my lipstick.
Who could that be?
Rex.
Hide the billfold.
Yes? Who is it?
Let me in, will you? I forgot something.
Just a moment.
I left my wallet. Well, hello.
This is the real estate man I told you about.
My name is Sutherland. You're right, honey. He's a dead ringer for me.
Yes.
I understand we're taking a little trip tonight. Yeah, say, you make a business calls pretty early in the morning, don't you, Mr. Sutherland?
He stopped in to find out about tonight.
I was just leaving. Good. Now, what about the wallet, honey?
It's not here.
You sure?
If I find it, I'll call you.
All right. Say, why don't we ride down in the elevator together, Mr. Sutherland? You can tell me something about this place at Live Oak.
Oh, but Rex...
I'll be glad to. Goodbye, Mrs. Melville. I'll see you later, honey.
Goodbye.
Down car.
Go right ahead, Mr. Sutherland. No, after you.
All the way down?
Yes, the lobby, please. Hey, I hope you're a good pilot, Sutherland. I've been flying 10 years. What kind of plane do you have? Metal monoplane, a high wing. It seats 2 people side by side.
Say,
What's the matter?
hey, you fellas twins?
No.
I thought for a minute I was seeing double. Have to go see an eye doctor or something.
No, we're not twins.
You sure do look alike, though. Glad I don't have to see an eye doctor. Oh, here's the main floor. Watch your step, please.
Hello?
Hello, Diana.
Yes.
Listen, we're in bad trouble.
What's wrong?
The elevator boy. He noticed how much we look alike.
Which car was it?
The end elevator, the one nearest your door.
I can take care of it, David. Don't worry.
It was a ghastly day of waiting. I wired the Ambassador Hotel in Los Angeles to reserve a room in the name of David Sutherland. I remarked casually to one of my neighbors that I was flying down to Los Angeles in the evening. Promptly at 9 o'clock, I drove to the airfield. It was dark and deserted. I dumped my black parachute in the pilot's seat and waited. 9:15, no Melville. 9:30, still no sign of him. About 20 minutes of 10, I saw some headlights turn down the dirt road that leads to the hangar line. Is that you, Sutherland? I've been waiting for you. Well, I'm sorry to be late. I was delayed in town. You all set to go? All set. No one saw him get into the plane. The airport isn't normally equipped for night operation. I didn't waste much time warming up the engine. This would be the last takeoff for my ship, so it didn't make much difference. I gave a full throttle, roared down the asphalt runway, and tanked sharply out over the bay. Sort of pretty up here. Yes, very. How long will it take us to get to Live Oak? Not long. Excuse me, I have to make a radio call. NC 35013 calling San Francisco Radio. I wish to file a flight plan. Over.
NC 35013. This is San Francisco Radio. Go ahead with flight plan.
This is NC 35013 over Mountain View at 1500. Pilot Sutherland, airspeed 145, fuel supply 3 hours. CFR, destination Los Angeles Municipal. Los Angeles? Shut up. ETA in Los Angeles 2345, over.
Roger, 013. We'll file San Francisco Radio out.
But why are we going all the way to Los Angeles? You're taking a longer trip than that, Mr. Melville.